What's up, y'all? WD-40 here. Going through some news for a little bit. I don't know why. Well, let's start off with Gabbard. Senate confirms Gabbard as intelligence chief. And I'll tell you why I'm laughing. She'd be better off. Well, let's just be honest. Let's make this short on Gabbard. Go make me a sandwich. You're intelligent? No. No. That'd be like saying Joe Biden was intelligent. Mike Pence is intelligent. No. Now, I don't believe that a female should be in government because, of the old theory that goes, you put six women in a room, only one walks out, and the other five are going to be crying. Women are ruthless, but at the same time, intelligence hasn't been my experience. So putting her as an intelligence chief, bad call. Bad call. Sorry, Trump, bad call. I don't agree with you here. And another thing, I remember when Donald Trump was running his campaign during the election saying that he's going to get a smaller government. What happened to that? It's almost like a politician was full of crap. No surprise there? Any surprise there? None whatsoever. Now, I'm not talking bad about Trump, but man, can we get a president that actually lives up to its word? We didn't have it the first time with Trump. We didn't have it with Biden. We wasn't going to have it with, laughing hyena Harris. And then it looks like again, Trump going against his word, which, all comes with the problem of having a big government. Trump said no big government. Let's make a small government. But Trump, be a man. Do you need all these people on your cabinet? This is not a way towards small government. But like every other politician, full of crap. Don't know what you expect. Had an interesting conversation with somebody today over text on my phone, talking about how grateful he is for this Gabbard person, and gave me reasons why Gabbard is the man for this. My conclusion I came to is there's a lot of people on the right that sound like liberals. And I know a lot of people on the right and the left ain't going to like me saying that. But here lately, I have heard a lot of true hardcore Trumpers talk like liberals. I don't know if I'm the only one that notices this. And it seems like the older the person, baby boomer basically, believe in this big government. And boy, them baby boomers don't like to hear when you respond to them. You're going to sit here and tell me, an anarchist that believe the people can rule themselves, because I've seen other places do it, that we need a government of any size. Ridiculous. It sounds like to me, America and us Americans, our government tells us or telling us that we need a babysitter. I know I don't need a babysitter. And usually, if I need a babysitter, it's usually called the police. Let's be honest there. I think government should go. All of them. All across the world. Should start right here in the United States. That way we don't have to worry about funding Ukraine, the other terrorists, formerly known as Disney. We can get rid of all of them. And here's another problem. Partial Caesar ruled. In other words, I'm going to make this one here real short. There's a Democrat that's too old to be in government, and he had a heart attack in Congress. And man, you can see this guy right here. My God, he's older than dirt. Look at this Chiba. There's just no way we need anybody this old into government. I think as their president, the cutoff date should be at most 50 years old. And if you're working for government, you should not be allowed to have a government job or get hired into a government job if you're over 45. I would say once you hit 50, 55, you no longer look outside, you no longer have too many friends, and you don't keep up. I think it's time to get these crusty, moldy pieces of bread up out of the government. Looks like one killed in ballistic missile attack on Kiev, Ukraine says. But it's Ukraine, so take that for a grain of salt, because Zelensky and them Ukrainians, they ain't the trustable type. I think we've all been bamboozled with this Ukraine thing, and I don't care what anybody says. I'm Team Russia, and I think Putin ought to get Ukraine back. Because, Ukraine ain't been doing a very good job on keeping up with Chernobyl. Guess who has to pay for Chernobyl? Russia. That's right. And Ukraine's a disaster, always has been a disaster. But, all these countries are into land grabbing, including our country here in America. We're going to land grab Gaza when we should have land grabbed Israel. Shit, let's be honest, we should have land grabbed both of them. So, I think it's fair that Russia land grabs Ukraine. But I also feel South Korea should land grab North Korea too, because it's the year 2025 and the Koreans, North Koreans, it still ain't in with the rest of the people in the world, so they're useless to us. Trump fired the Inspector General, which is good. Now all he has to do is start firing judges and make the world make the country a great place again. Let's see, we got another governor from Karen Taylor. I'm gonna say she's no good because she's a Karen. Let's see, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Nobody cares. El Paso explosion at an airport injured some people with thick black smoke rising. Man, I can't talk today. Vetoes TransCare bill. Kansas. Well, that's Kansas for you. I don't even know how Kansas is even a state. What a dump. I'm gonna... No, uh-oh. Top ICE officials reassigned amid pressure to increase arrest. Yeah, we need more, we need more ICE people. I wish I could join ICE. Man, that'd be fun. Uh-oh, it's all recall on Chevys. Chevy's recalling 70,000 vehicles. Well, that's less than what Ford recalls have been this year alone. I don't get why anybody buys a new car or a new pickup, new truck, whatever. They all look the same today. You look out your window, there goes one Chevy. Oh, there goes another white Chevy. There goes another white Chevy with the same accessories on it and everything. Ford is just as bad. Of course, Ford is more of your, kind of like Toyota, kind of fruity, kind of gay. I feel sorry for people who drive Fords. I myself refuse to buy a new vehicle. I don't want my car or truck to look like everybody else's. Especially when you got so many good old vehicles. Everything from the year 2000 to later. Good vehicles. They all looked different, had different colors. It wasn't just white, silver, or gunmetal gray. Or black. God, I'm so sick of black cars. Now, I know I have a BMW, and it's hit or miss if it ever starts, but that's a BMW thing. Maybe that's a European thing. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, boy, it is a sexy, beautiful car. When a BMW comes down the road, boy, that's a BMW. There ain't gonna be at least here in America, there ain't gonna be a lot of them. So you got something different. That tells people that you're different. It also tells people that you own a BMW and you're used to working on your car. Give it that. But by God, there's nothing like a Ferrari. Nothing like a BMW, M3, M5, M6. Maserati. Oh, I love me a Maserati. These are different cars. Starbucks is sued over DEI. I kind of wish Starbucks would go out of Disney. Kind of like I'd wish Disney would go out of Disney. Fucking trash company. Inflation raises 3% in January. Yeah, see, I don't see it. I don't see egg prices going up either. But considering I live in a small town, prices are high everywhere in this town. Supposedly South Dakota is one of the cheapest places to live. And it is as far as buying houses, and cars are more expensive, especially a truck. But when you go to the grocery store here in South Dakota, it's a lot like living in Alaska. The prices are just insane. So when you guys see stories like egg prices soared 15%, we don't see that in our small town because our prices are already high. If they went up 15%, we would never know. It's just a regular price to us. But being as far north in the United States as like where I live, gas is going to be higher. It takes fuel to get fuel supplied to small towns like where I live. So inflation could go up at the town I live in. We'll never know unless you're a farmer and your John Deere or your Case or your Vermeer broke down. Oh my God, I feel so sorry for you farmers. You got to pay $2-3 million for a combine, and then you wake up in the morning to go, plow your field, get all your grain, whatever. Damn tractor don't start, or you need a tire. And if you have like a Case or a John Deere that's got like 8 tires with crab walk on it, my God, them tires are ridiculous. You're spending tens of thousands of dollars just on tires. And it doesn't matter if you're a farmer and you voted left or right. You're a farmer. You're getting screwed. It's like our government purposely during election says, "Oh, we care about farmers," and then you find out that after that person's elected, they forgot about you guys. All the better grounds of getting rid of government. I'm telling you. FAA reopens 2 runways at Reagan National Airport weeks after DC plane crash. Boy, I'll tell you what, that plane crash, helicopter crash, or combo crash, I'd like to see what all passengers were actually on that plane. Something seems fishy on it. Coca-Cola's pretty happy that the Trump tariffs are for the plastic is going to be over with. And I got a simple solution for the plastic bottles. Let's go back to glass bottles. The soda tasted way better in glass than it does this plastic. Am I the only one that notices this? I bet I'm not. Will it cost Coca-Cola more money to make that glass? Probably not. Probably not at all. I mean, it's Coca-Cola, man. They're huge. They could do it and get away with it and do our country a favor. It looks like Apple is renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America for some reason. But it's Apple. Does anybody even still own an Apple phone? I mean, my God. Who still owns an overpriced, useless phone? Makes no sense to me. And who actually still wears a watch? What is this, 1940s? Jeez. Oh, it's Disney. The DEI programs. They're going to end them or reimagine them. When Disney says they're going to reimagine something, reimagining, the word reimagining means they're going to do something stupid. Now, I'm going to give you a little story about Disney. A few years ago, me and my brother went to Disney World. Got off the bus. The first thing I saw was something about being a white man, and that it wasn't a good thing. Instantly, I wanted to hop right back on the bus and go back to Orlando airport and go back home. While I was at Disney, I could not believe the little white girls that worked there. Have a magical day. That's their way of telling you to go F off. Well, this is what all of them did. You can't even ask a Disney employee a simple question like where this is at, or could you give me a hand real quick? Oh no, them fucking lazy bastards. They tell you have a magical day, basically go F yourself. I hate Disney. I hate their movies. I hate the company. I wish DeSantis would tax the hell out of them. And I wish Disney would go back over to Europe or something and get the hell up out of our country. What a shit company. Looks like Doge is cutting education department by millions. That ain't gonna be enough. You know, people are getting dumber year after year. And I blame this on teachers. Teachers say they have to go by a curriculum. But no, that's not true. They go by whatever the hell they want. There ain't no reason why a 7-year-old even needs to know who the president is. And we shouldn't be teaching them that the left is bad or the right is bad. Wait till junior high or high school before teachers you think you have an opinion. Stick with that one subject that you know about, the math, the English. Because you teachers, you are terrible at politics and everything else. Stick with the one subject that you may or may not know. Well, the U.S. hits its lowest score ever on international corruption. Our government's been running guns to the cartels. That's not corruption, is it? We're funding countries like Ukraine that we know are straight up Nazi type people. But that's not corruption by any way. Man, I can make a list going on for days and days and days on stuff like this. But there you go. We have news from the left-sided and only sided left-sided Microsoft here. Now, I know I should go into the comments, but I read a couple of them, and it was already making me mad because you don't want to believe that people on the left are that stupid, but they are. So I'm not going to show the comment section today because, you know, I want y'all to stay in a good mood, just like I am. And if we keep reading the trash of the left, we'll never be a happy society. This is WD-40. And let's get that monkey off our back. And I'm out this Bia.